When you are the crown prince of a country that controls the world's second largest oil reserves, the sky is the limit when it comes to satisfying his taste for luxury. The Saudi prince goes all out when he wants to spend money on things that match his refined and expensive taste. From palaces to private jets, he has it all. Let's take a look at some of the luxurious things owned by Prince Salman. Starting with his yachts, owning a yacht is almost expected for any billionaire, which is why it is not surprising that he has two to his name. The first is Pegasus VIII. Some years ago, Pegasus VIII was considered one of the largest yachts in the world, and I am sure that is what got the crown prince interested in it. At the time of its production, the yacht was referred to as Princess Mariana. This was long before it changed ownership and became connected to Mohammed bin Salman, popularly known as MBS. The yacht was built in 2002 for the Mexican billionaire Carlos Peralta, and it was bought by MBS in the summer of 2014. The impeccable interior design was done by the French design house Zuretti. The interior was completed so perfectly that one could easily call the yacht a home on water. As for the exterior, the super yacht has a length of 78.6 meters, a beam of 14.4 meters, a draft of 4.5 meters, and a volume of 2,479 gross tons. The yacht has a steel and aluminum structure, and it is powered by two Deutz engines. With these engines, the yacht can reach a top speed of 18 knots and a cruising speed of 16 knots. Now to the best part of the yacht. When it comes to amenities, she features many things that will definitely not let you miss home. Among them are a spa, large swimming pools for relaxation, a large cinema, a party deck with a dance floor, a barbecue area, and of course bars. It even has a children's playroom. This is not quite all. It also has a piano, a beauty salon, lights, a beach club, a gym, a deck jacuzzi, Wi-Fi, and of course, air conditioning. The super yacht also has a helicopter landing pad that can be converted into a golf driving range. This yacht truly has it all. The vessel can comfortably house 12 guests in its 6 suites. Out of these 6 suites, the yacht has 2 VIP cabins. There are also 2 double cabins, 1 master cabin and 1 twin cabin. She is also capable of accommodating 26 crew members who attend to the guests on board. Pegasus VIII is also not short on tenders and toys. As a guest, you can enjoy a custom 35-foot Oino 12-seater tender, a ski nautique, wave runners, jet skis, assorted inflatables, and towables. With all her amenities, it is not surprising that Pegasus has a price tag of $120 million attached to it, and of course, an annual running cost that can go as high as $12 million. To rent the yacht for a week, you should be ready to pay $650,000. If you think this is expensive, you should see what his other yacht cost. With a length almost double that of Pegasus VIII, Serene is said to cost a whopping 500 million euros. Serene was initially built for Russia's vodka tycoon Yuri Shefler for $330 million by the Italian shipyard Fincantieri, and her interior was styled by the British design house Raymond Langton Design. With a length of 133.9 meters and a beam of 18.5 meters, she was one of the top 10 largest yachts in the world at the time of her delivery to the owner. To lease this yacht for a week, you would have to pay $5 million. That is what it cost American billionaire Bill Gates to have it for a week with his family on vacation in 2014. Serene has the capacity to accommodate 24 guests in her 12 suites, which include 1 VIP suite. Other accommodation options include 1 master bedroom, 7 doubles, and 3 twins. With so many guests, it is only right for the yacht to accommodate 62 crew members to attend to their needs. The amenities on this yacht are enough to make anyone feel at home. It has a sun deck with a wet bar, a pizza oven, and a teppanyaki grill. It also has an indoor climbing wall, a dedicated children's playroom, 2 helicopter landing pads, a fully equipped health spa, and a beach club. The yacht would not be complete without multiple swimming pools, an underwater viewing room, and of course, a full conference room. There is even more to the yacht. Other features include a dance floor, wheelchair accessibility, a sauna, a beauty salon, an elevator, satellite communications, a gym, a deck jacuzzi, Wi-Fi, and air conditioning. Serene can also be seen carrying a submarine and a helicopter tender. The submarine carried by the yacht is a GSE Trieste VAS 52560 submarine. It is an all-electric submarine that can carry almost 5 people to a maximum depth of 160 meters for up to 8 hours. The submarine has a price tag of $2.5 million, while the Eurocopter EC-145 has a list price of $5.5 million or more. As for the exterior, it is just as impressive as the interior, since the yacht was built with a steel hull and an aluminum superstructure. Serene is powered by 8 MTU diesel marine engines, enough for her to cruise comfortably at 14 knots while having a maximum speed of 18 knots. This is not a regular yacht, it is an award-winning yacht. She won the World Super Yacht Award in 2012. The yacht has also been said to house another of the Crown Prince's extravagant purchases, Salvator Mundi. This brings us to the next expensive thing the prince owns, the painting called Salvator Mundi. The painting is said to cost almost the same amount as Serene. This artwork reportedly cost a whopping $450.3 million. I am sure some of you are wondering why he would spend that amount on a painting. Well, it is the work of the legendary Leonardo da Vinci, and paintings of this caliber are not cheap and are extremely rare. Although some art historians have argued that he only contributed to the painting and that the work is not entirely his, he is still the recognized artist of Salvator Mundi. This amazing piece of artwork was purchased at an auction held in the New York sales room of Christie's on November 15, 2017. The artwork initially cost the previous owner, Russian billionaire Dmitry Rybolovlev, $83 million, but it was sold for 5 times that price. That is an incredible profit. The Crown Prince was not the only one with eyes on the painting. The Qatari royals also had an interest in it. The Qatari royals were reportedly offered Salvator Mundi for $80 million, but Mohammed bin Salman made sure nobody but him would be the owner. The painting is said to be the most expensive artwork ever bought, replacing Interchange, which was sold for $300 million in 2015. The artwork is an oil-on-walnut panel painting, and its dimensions are 45.4 centimeters by 65.6 centimeters. In the painting, Jesus Christ is shown wearing an aged blue Renaissance dress while holding a transparent, non-refracting crystal orb that symbolizes the celestial sphere of the heavens and indicates his role as Salvator Mundi. He is also making the sign of the cross with his right hand. In spite of this depiction, the painting has also been called the male Mona Lisa by some art historians. Since the purchase of the painting, it has not been displayed in public. Sources have revealed that it has been spotted on MBS's yacht Serene. Other sources claim that it has been in storage in Saudi Arabia since 2020 and is going to be displayed in the soon-to-be-built Museum and Cultural Center in Alula. The renowned art historian Martin Kemp has also revealed that the art gallery is likely to be completed in 2024, as there have been moves to get him to take a look at it. If the art gallery takes too long to complete, he can have the painting moved to his French home, Chateau Louis XIV. The French mansion is another expensive thing the Crown Prince has splurged on. The house had a price tag of $301 million at the time it was purchased in 2015. One thing this purchase and Salvator Mundi have in common is that they both broke world records with their prices. This house set a world record for a residential home when it was purchased. Maybe the Crown Prince really does have a thing for breaking records. The mansion was constructed between 2008 and 2011, which was enough time to make this house a masterpiece. The property is surrounded by moats and is situated on a 23-hectare walled site between Versailles and Marly-le-Roi. It has a constructed surface area of 7,000 square meters, of which 5,000 square meters are living spaces. This house was said to have been built to pay tribute to King Louis XIV of France, France's Sun King, by Ahmad Khashoggi, who has also had a hand in the renovation of historic buildings in France. It took 200 workers, 13 types of marble, and 15,000 sheets of gold to complete this architectural masterpiece. The house features exquisite decorative paintings and very elegant stonemasonry. It favors nature and includes a tree-lined labyrinth, a small farmhouse with goats, stables, flower beds, and embroidered box hedges, in addition to perspective tricks and topiary yew trees clipped into tiny pyramids. The gardens are one of the most attractive things about the house. They have been beautified with elaborate fountains, statues, and well-kept lawns. There is an outdoor pool, and inside the house there is an indoor pool with a rain spout falling from the ceiling. Impressive, right? Wait until you hear the next feature. One of the remarkable features of this house is its underground chamber, which makes it look as if you are surrounded by a large aquarium. This is probably my favorite part of the house, and I am sure the popular reality TV star Kim Kardashian, who visited the place, loves it as much as I do. The interiors are lavishly furnished with fine furniture, expensive finishes, and cutting-edge amenities. Some of these include a library, a wine cellar that stores up to 3,000 bottles of wine, and a theater that can seat 20 people. The mansion is said to have 10-bedroom suites, 2 ballrooms, and many other fascinating things. If you think Chateau Louis XIV is grand, then you should see Al Yamama Palace. Al Yamama Palace is the official residence of the Crown Prince and is located in Riyadh. This is where important guests are hosted, and it is also where the Crown Prince carries out his official duties. He often receives important guests in this home and treats them to luxurious services during their visits. The palace covers 11,500 square meters and was the largest structure in Riyadh at the time it was built. The palace is so grand that it makes other palaces look modest. This is expected from a country that owns one of the world's largest accessible oil reserves. The palace is an architectural masterpiece that fuses traditional and modern architectural styles. Its interior shows the rich heritage of Saudi Arabia. The rooms also contain historic pictures of the nation. From the design on the walls to the aesthetically pleasing lanterns in the rooms, the palace oozes elegance. The palace shows unique craftsmanship as it is made with exquisite Italian marble floors and intricately carved ceiling and wall panels. The chandeliers seen in the palace are also exquisite and give the building a graceful look. Other features include a large hall that accommodates major gatherings and official events. The hall is said to be as big as 3 football pitches, covering 1,200 square meters. One thing we know the palace is not lacking is meeting rooms and halls. For a royal palace that hosts a series of government officials, the meeting rooms are enough to meet the demands of the different gatherings held there. These halls frequently feature opulent furnishings, elaborate chandeliers, and exquisite artwork. Sources have said that the palace features a coronation room, over 1,000 rooms, a bowling alley, a movie theater, multiple swimming pools, and a mosque. The exterior of the palace is quite impressive too. It has beautiful gardens, well-trimmed lawns, and water features. The surrounding area maintains an elegant and serene atmosphere. This palace is one of the multiple homes owned by the Saudi family. Urga Palace is another palace that belongs to the Saudi royal family. It is also situated in Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia. Urga Palace is used for official meetings and gatherings of the royal family. It has welcomed honorary guests, such as former American President Barack Obama, who visited the palace in 2015. The president was reportedly on a condolence visit after the passing of King Abdullah bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. The visit gave people a closer look at the interior of the building since Urga Palace prioritizes security and is not open to common people. The president was met with a grand reception as the royals do not hold back when entertaining their guests. The palace has premium furnishings, and this can be seen from the doors to the furniture inside the palace. Even the tissue dispenser seen in one picture is not a regular one. It is made of gold. Sources also confirmed that when it came to feeding their esteemed guests, the royal family went all out. The meal placed before them included lobster, lamb, jeweled rice, and other delicacies. Furniture such as the chairs in the palace was also said to be made of gold. At this point, I am beginning to think the family is obsessed with gold. The waste bins present in the palace are said to be made of silver, which is an interesting change. Apart from the high-quality finishes, the palace is adorned with beautiful artwork that gives it a premium touch. It is not surprising that the family has gone all out to beautify Urga Palace. The palace is mostly used for government events, state receptions, and cultural festivals. These events showcase Saudi art and customs to the outside world, and it would be wrong for visitors not to get a feel of the oil money on their first visit to the country's palace. The palace is also used for hosting meetings with courtiers and entertaining Saudi VIPs. It has premium features like prestigious Italian marble, just like Al Yamama Palace. From the carpets on the floor that scream luxury to the chandeliers on the high roof, this palace is the epitome of quality furnishing. We have seen his luxurious homes and premium yachts, so I am sure you are wondering what else he could possibly own. Well, there is his private jet. I am sure you are not expecting him to fly like an ordinary passenger. The prince is said to travel on a Boeing 747 BBJ for his flights. He reportedly has a couple at his disposal, but he has been seen riding on the HZHM-1, a Boeing business jet built in 2021. The Boeing 747 BBJ is an opulent private aircraft largely based on the Boeing 747 commercial airliner. The jet is not lacking in high-end amenities or custom-designed interiors since its main focus is to provide users with comfort and convenience. It is not surprising that the Crown Prince would have an interest in the Boeing 747 series. After all, many rich and famous people have been said to have one of these, including his uncle Prince Al-Walid bin Talal, Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah of Brunei, and also President Donald Trump. The cost of this private jet can go as high as $300 million. When you look at its amenities, you can decide whether it is worth it or not. The Boeing 747 has a spacious interior that allows passengers who enjoy large spaces to enjoy their time in the air. His uncle's jet is capable of accommodating 400 passengers, has a dining table for 14, several lounge areas, and a separate seating area for 50 associates, so his should not be very different. The interior of the Boeing 747 BBJ series includes high-end materials, luxurious furnishings, and unique design features. The jet is said to feature king-size suites, inviting seating areas, dining areas, conference rooms, and entertainment systems. There are also roomy lounge areas intended for relaxing and socializing. To make the flight comfortable and enjoyable, these spaces can be equipped with sofas, armchairs, and entertainment systems. The dining facilities are also top-notch, as they include dedicated dining areas capable of accommodating multiple guests. These spaces have elegant seating arrangements and tables, allowing passengers to enjoy fine dining while in the air. His uncle's jet and the Sultan of Brunei's jet are said to have tableware that includes custom Baccarat crystal highball glasses with sterling silver bases that detach for polishing when the crystal is washed. All this can be expected in the Crown Prince's jet. The aircraft also offers advanced entertainment systems, including large, high-definition screens and surround sound systems. The bathrooms are not short on luxury either, with amenities such as a shower in the master bathroom and gold sinks. The amenities are not the only enticing things about the jet. The Prince's jet is also rumored to have a number of cutting-edge safety and security features, making it one of the safest and most secure private aircraft available. As for performance, the Boeing 747 BBJ can fly non-stop on long-haul flights with a range of up to 8,000 nautical miles. The Crown Prince also once offered his private jet to Imran Khan, Pakistan's Prime Minister. MBS did not think it was comfortable for him to fly commercial, so he offered him his private jet. What a man! Looking at his purchases, one would think he has everything a billionaire would want. And he does. What are billionaires increasingly buying these days? A football club. Yes, he made that happen in 2021. Newcastle United is a football club that competes in the Premier League, the highest level of the English Football League system. The English Professional Football Club is based in Newcastle, and it competes along with 19 other English football clubs. The club has had players such as Alan Shearer and Andy Cole, and the current vice-captain of the football club is England's Kieran Trippier. Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, whose wealth is controlled by the Crown Prince, is said to own 80% of the club. The club was previously owned by Mike Ashley, who put it up for sale in 2009 at an asking price of £100 million. He then took it off the market in August and put the club up for sale again in October 2017. Although I cannot really say why he was doing this, it is possible there were ongoing bids from different people and he was trying to get the highest offer, like anyone would. The Public Investment Fund and some other bodies were linked to the club for the first time in 2020. Although some fans were happy about it, this connection received a lot of criticism in England, which delayed the deal. This made Saudi Arabia withdraw its interest in the football club, but a year later, the deal was done. It was announced on October 7, 2021 that the club had been acquired by Saudi Arabia after an alleged intervention by Boris Johnson. The fans were happy about the Saudi takeover, mostly because with Saudi Arabia's funds, they would be able to get whatever players they wanted, and money would not be an issue. They were right, as the club was able to spend £63 million on Alexander Isak. The £63 million spent on this player was a record-breaking fee for the club, as it was the most the club had ever spent on a player, and they are just getting started. You can see why the fans were happy now. The club, which had not finished in a decent position for over a decade, finished among the top 4 in the season that ended in May 2023. The club held on to 4th position, qualifying to play in the Champions League the next season. Who knows, they might even be among the top 3 next season, seeing as they can afford the quality players they want. Although some people still talk about the country using the football club for sports washing, ownership of the club remains in the country's hands. His list of luxury purchases goes on, but there are also a few things the Crown Prince has done out of goodwill or charity that may have put a dent in his pocket. The next things are not properties, but good deeds that may have cost him millions too. The Crown Prince and his father contributed the sum of $40 million to the Good Housing charitable subscription campaign through Jude Escon. The National Housing Development Association oversees Jude Escon, and the project aims to support and help needy families in the housing sector. The campaign is set to provide housing for families in need. The Crown Prince's share of the donation was $13 million, while his father's share was $27 million. MBS and his father also gave the National Platform for Charitable Work, known as ESON, a combined $18.6 million in April 2023, as they launched the third iteration of the National Campaign for Charitable Work through ESON. King Salman and the Crown Prince each gave donations of $10.6 million and $8 million respectively, according to the Saudi press agency known as SPA. Mohammed bin Salman also regularly supports refugees with humanitarian relief and development assistance. He also owns MISC, the Mohammed bin Salman Foundation, which was founded in 2011 with the aim of discovering, developing, and empowering Saudi youth to become active participants in the future economy. The foundation has signed a partnership with 500 startups to promote entrepreneurship. The foundation is not only about entrepreneurship, it has also acquired 96% ownership of the Japanese video game company SNK. Additionally, the 9th UNESCO Youth Forum in Paris in 2015 included the MISC Foundation as one of its major partners. The Prince was not the only one investing in this foundation. The Gates Foundation also partnered with it until it decided to cut ties in November 2018. Before the end of the partnership, the Gates Foundation had committed $5 million to the MISC Grand Challenges, but it is unclear whether they actually went through with it before their exit. The Prince is also involved in the Prince Salman Charity Housing Trust. In an effort to find the best and most cost-effective way to reduce, if not completely eradicate, poverty in Saudi Arabia, a committee of academics, sociologists, and decision-makers formed the Prince Salman Charity Housing Trust in 1997. The project assists Saudi nationals with a minimum 3-year residence in Riyadh, a monthly income of less than $800 and no accumulated wealth. Priority is given to those considered to be in the greatest need, and the primary recipients are often drug addicts, elderly people, homeless people, orphans, people with disabilities, and low-income households. Through the Housing Trust, 3 different communities have so far seen the construction of 325 homes, and another 336 are currently underway. The houses are said to be smaller than the typical Saudi home, which is 450 square meters, but they are still significantly bigger than the average size of the residents' previous homes, which was 75 square meters. It is not surprising that the Crown Prince is involved in charity. He must have learned it from his father, who once hired private jets to transport Qatar's pilgrims on Hajj when the Gulf crisis was causing issues with the movement of some pilgrims. We have seen how the Crown Prince spends his money, so it is only right to know a few things about this big spender and how he actually makes his money. The Crown Prince is the child of the 3rd wife of King Salman, Fada bint Falah al-Hithlain. He is the 7th son of King Salman and the 1st son of his mother. He is married to his first cousin, Sarah bint Mashur, and their union has produced 5 children. He was made Deputy Crown Prince and Minister of Defense in 2015, but his role changed 2 years later after his uncle was dismissed as Crown Prince. He became Crown Prince in 2017 and has been serving as Prime Minister of the country. Before then, he worked as his father's personal assistant, having also gained experience in the private sector. He graduated from King Saud University with a degree in law and ventured into politics, taking after his father. The Crown Prince comes from a family with a cumulative net worth of over $1 trillion. Although this wealth is divided among thousands, the prince's share as of 2018 was $3 billion. His net worth may have increased as time has gone by, as Crown Prince Mohammed has been making moves to enhance the reputation of his government. Regulations limiting the authority of the religious police and advancing women's rights, such as lifting the ban on women driving in 2018 and weakening the male guardianship system in 2019, are some of these changes. Other cultural advancements made during his rule include the first Saudi public performances by a female singer, the opening of the first Saudi sports stadium to women, a rise in the number of women working, and the opening of the nation to foreign tourists through an e-visa system that makes it possible to apply for and receive visas online. Mohammed also dabbles in investment from time to time. He invested money through Saudi Arabia's Sovereign Wealth Fund in December 2020 into Take-Two Interactive, Electronic Arts, and Activision Blizzard. Activision Blizzard, Electronic Arts, and Take-Two Interactive each received 14.9 million, 7.4 million, and 3.9 million shares respectively from the total investments. His interest in this area stems from his childhood interest in video games. Apart from his personal purchases, he also gives expensive gifts. The Crown Prince gifted the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, diamond earrings worth £500,000 as her wedding gift. The Duchess was spotted wearing them at the 70th birthday party of King Charles at Kensington Palace. The 37-year-old was ranked number 8 on the Forbes list of the world's most powerful people in 2018, and he was also named a game changer in 2017. Having seen some of the prince's extravagant purchases, which one is your favorite? I bet you enjoyed this video. There is more to watch after this. All you have to do is click one of the cards on the screen to enjoy more entertaining videos.